All right, so we're back at it again, and we have the Capcom Showcase happening. Well, at least, well, not happening right now. We're actually just watching this in post. It's only about 30 minutes of a show, from what I understand. So not a lot of. And I've also heard a couple things. I've already talked about it before, but what they have is Mega Man X Dive and Ace Attorney, as far as like new stuff. So I'm just kind of curious as to what they have otherwise at the show. So I'll be checking it out in just a little bit. What I did really hope to see is a little bit more about that one title, Path of the Gods, that they did in Xbox Showcase. And oh, you know what? I do know about the delay for Pragmata. That's, well, at least from what I understand, right? I only saw like an image and a thumbnail where it's like, yeah, the delay trailer. I was like, yikes. Also, audio tests real quick, just to make sure everything's good. It looks good to me, so we'll roll with it. I do like the sound of that.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the Capcom Showcase.
We don't have a lot. Oh.
Before we get started, we'd like to share that June 11th, 2020
oh, right.
Capcom's
they have a website
anniversary.
that's pretty much like interactive. You can play some of the retro stuff.
Thanks to everyone for playing our games. It's thanks to our amazing fans that we can celebrate such a milestone. We look forward to creating many more games in the years to come, and we hope that you'll continue to enjoy them. Now it's time to show off our latest titles at the Capcom Showcase. Stay tuned until the end so you don't miss anything.
There we go, there we go. What if it's like verbatim the same trailer? It is goddamn the same trailer. In case you missed it, you know. In case you missed it. I will say though, I was not expecting to see Capcom's logo show up at Xbox. But this was definitely a pleasant surprise. What was the title that everyone was crying out to before we knew the title of this one? I think it was something they previously worked on. I think it was called Onimusha? That does not ring a bell to me. But this looks pretty sinister. So it kind of gave me like... Actually, I'm not entirely sure what kind of vibes it would give me. Yeah, I saw like these opening segments and I was like, okay, I'm probably sold with this. I do like the art direction that's going with. It's a little gross, but it's also part of that beauty, you know what I mean? But yeah, otherwise this is the exact same trailer. Hopefully they can like, can you elaborate just a little bit more? Like, but I believe it's also another 2024 game. That will just so happen to be on Game Pass as well. Nice. Next, check out this video. I'm like, what? That's it? But oh yeah, this is the confirmation that it's on Windows, PlayStation 5, Steam. Yeah.
Traditional Japanese aesthetics come to life through the power of RE Engine. Experience a unique blend of strategy and action in this epic tale. A beautiful yet unsettling world of mystery awaits in Kunitsugami, Path of the
Kunitsugami,
Goddess.
Path of the Gods. Got it.
Coming to Xbox
I might need to be
Series
reminded
X,
of it
Xbox
later on.
Series S, Windows, PlayStation 5, and Steam. Mega Man X Dive Offline is coming to Steam, iOS,
There
and
it is.
Android.
Is it though? Technically, it's kind of. I'm like, bro, I don't even know.
The Deep Log, which holds collected memories of the Mega Man X series, is under attack. Dive into cyberspace using hunter programs to recover data before it's too late.
They seem to do this a lot with their side stuff.
Play as Mega Man X and other characters from the Mega Man franchise.
If you played Mega Man Extreme 1 and 2, it's pretty much the same thing.
Before.
Bruh, playing as
Level up your
Sigma.
favorite characters and equipment to create a powerful hunter. Power up your weapons and more to customize your character however you want. Mega Man X Dive Offline. Control and develop over 100 different characters. Play as a variety of characters, including new heroes created for Mega Man X Dive.
I did see a couple of
Complete
them.
stages and use element metals to recover memory pieces. Then analyze recovered memories to unlock characters.
I do miss
There
that
are
ultimate
more than
armor.
900 stages to play.
Jesus
Challenging
Christ.
mechanics and enemies
Was it that many?
Classic and new stages. You're bound to clash with familiar bosses from the past. Build the ultimate hunter and save the Deep Log from total destruction.
So wait, does that mean there's like a definitive end to this?
Mega Man X Dive Offline launches in 2023.
So just somewhere.
Now, here's the Capcom Spotlight Corner.
This entails. Oh, Street Fighter. Okay.
Fighting games is upon us.
Just a reminder, if you guys don't know yet, Street Fighter 6.
Already received an enthusiastic welcome from fighting game fans around the world. Street Fighter 6 includes World Tour, an expansive single-player story mode.
Alright, I'm gonna be 100% honest. This didn't need to be here. Listen, if you had anything as far as updates to the game, then sure.
And Battle Hub.
But just like a reminder bit,
Around the world can compete and hang out.
you didn't need to do that.
These are the game's 3 main modes. In addition, we're planning to release new fighters and content, so you can enjoy the game
Which
for a
we
long
should
time
be
to
aware
come.
of now, yeah.
Street Fighter 6 is out now for
Bro.
PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox
Ooh.
Series X, Xbox
This is a little
Series
rough.
S, and
Just
Steam.
kind of like throw that in
Don't
here.
miss it.
We'll have thoughts like at the end of this, but whoa.
We also have an announcement for Capcom Pro Tour 2023. This year's Capcom Pro Tour will feature Street Fighter 6, the newest entry in the series. Players from around the world will compete in
Let's go see.
regional
Is that
matches and
something
battle to be this
that
year's
dude?
champion. To celebrate the launch of Street Fighter 6, this year we have our largest prize pool ever. The total prize pool for Capcom
That is
Pro
a lot of
Tour
money.
is over $2 million. with
God
$1 million
damn.
going to first place. Capcom Pro Tour 2023 will feature 3 types of tournaments: online premieres, offline premieres, and World Warrior. The winners of each tournament will advance to the World Finals at Capcom Cup 10.
Oh.
Stay tuned to see which player will crush the competition and take home this year's championship. Next, we have news about Street Fighter League Pro JP 2023. In Street Fighter League, the world's top players form teams of 4.
Okay,
and
this is
compete in
a-
official Capcom Team League matches.
Okay.
We have the
Okay.
largest number of teams
I don't have
ever.
much that like input on this one, but
The opening match will be
here
held on
here it
July
is.
7th, and will be streamed live on the Capcom Fighters JP channel on YouTube and Twitch. Don't forget about the Street Fighter League World Championship 2023. The US and European leagues will determine the teams that will go on to compete in the World Championship. Get up close and personal with Resident Evil 4 on
Wait,
PlayStation
is this still
5.
part of the...
The game's main story
Bro,
will be
what's
playable in
happening?
VR with PlayStation VR 2. Thanks to the power of PlayStation VR 2, you'll be able to experience an even more immersive version of the game.
I should play this game. I should play through the Resident Evil series.
Take aim as you fight to survive.
But I'm a wuss. For those, like,
cutting-edge
extra
voice
spoopy
action is
games.
a core part of the game, and the
Maybe not these
PlayStation
ones,
VR 2 sense
but definitely,
control
like,
makes parrying
maybe
even more
OG.
intuitive. Experience extreme survival horror firsthand. Resident Evil 4 VR mode is a free DLC exclusive to PlayStation VR 2.
Well, I guess good to know, but any whoosies. Squeezing that in there.
Now on to the next
Oh
game in
boy.
today's
Oh
lineup.
god. I think the worst part of this is that whether I knew it or not, this is gonna suck.
Up you go. Sorry, kiddo. You still got a ways to go.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, they got some stuff to show. Just small things. Let's just take this and just roll with it. That's all you get to see. That's all you get to see. Oh my god, that's terrible. Oh god. Ugh. Listen, things happen. I'm not gonna pretend I know exactly what's going on with their team and the development process, but that just sucks. That's
It's almost time for
unfortunate.
Ghost Trick. Here's the latest on the game.
Hello everyone, I'm Shu Takumi, the original creator of Ghost Trick. It's almost time for the game's release, and I can't wait for you to play it. But first, let's get started with this.
World premiere for a game that came out a while back, but you know, just a reminder. Damn, they did him that dirty? Oh, not the dog. I forgot about that.
The demo for Ghost Trick is available now for download. The story stars a lonely spirit named Cecil. In the course of solving his own murder, he will meet and change the lives of all sorts of people in all sorts of situations. Things may seem unrelated at first, but each person plays a vital role in Cecil's story. And together, their stories will lead him to one ultimate truth. So think of the demo as a doorway, inviting you into a great big mystery. It's been 30 years since we made the original game. And just like Cecil,
definitely
I
been a
met
while.
many new people, and there were many miracles that occurred during its development. I have no doubt these experiences are what shaped Ghost Trick into the unforgettable game it is. To the team that lovingly ported this game, and all the fans who have shown so much love towards it, I'm so grateful to all of you. I'm thrilled that through this rebirth, Ghost Trick will be available to so many more people around the world.
And I think that's ultimately
Now
what
it's ready
matters.
for its release. And one more thing.
Oh.
I practiced very, very hard for 2 weeks for this appearance. So, should be me someday, it will make me very happy if it could speak in Japanese.
Bro. But yeah, no, I think that's important at the end of the day, is that Ghost Trick was certainly highly regarded, like, as far as like DS games. But the thing is
From
that
the
it was
creator of the Ace Attorney series, Shu Takumi.
okay. All right.
Classic mystery game
Yeah,
is
it's just good.
being reborn.
It's just good. We shall try it
A
out.
man named Sissel loses both his memory and his life. Using the powers of the dead, he tries to solve the mystery of his
I
own
actually never
death.
really got to
The
play it
only
myself
clue
either.
He has is a red-headed detective. A night of mystery begins anew. A rookie detective, brimming with a sense of justice.
Gets shot.
She too is being targeted, and Sissel witnesses her death. Who was I? Why was I killed? Who killed me? And what does it mean that I was given these powers of the dead? Use the powers of the dead to possess and trick items. The controls are easy. Connect Sissel's glowing blue soul to the core of objects to possess them. Possess the tire. Possess the bowl. Possess the star ornament. You can then trick the objects you possess. Trick the guitar to play it. What will happen when you trick the cart? Trick the door to open it. Possessing and tricking objects will let you access new areas. Sissel can go back 4 minutes before someone's death. What happened before her murder? Those clues are hidden in the past.
Sorry guys, I'm just kind of
Follow
witnessing it
past
now.
events in real time.
Just kind of
The limit,
watching,
however, is 4 minutes.
because that's how intriguing the
Help
game
people
actually is. But
avoid
I'm just
near-death
like,
predicaments and change their fates.
at initially it just wasn't really
Sissel will face
catching
death
me,
in
but
many forms.
now kind of does.
Changing their fates will change the story.
Which is why it's important to promote the games that you
story
have.
must be linked in some way to the mystery of
Otherwise,
Sissel's
this
death.
title could also be easily forgotten. So that's why,
Ghost Trick,
they keep
launching on
pushing
June
this for
30th,
you.
2023.
especially since
Demo
we're
version
nearing like the end of the
available now.
month.
Don't miss the pre-order bonuses.
Oh,
See the official website for details.
a possible chance of a physical copy though? Just asking.
Now on to the next game in today's lineup.
World premiere. Yeah, there it is.
Objection!
Is this actually like the first time we're seeing this boy in his games in like a higher quality? Maybe. What? I know that Ace Attorney could also be shown. Dual Destinies as well. So it's the trilogy named after him because he's making the appearances, and he does play like specific roles in them. Even though there's definitely a different lead in Dual Destinies. And also Spirit of Justice too. He really cleaned it up though. That's interesting that the name after him. That's nice. Because you should be able to play through Ace Attorney Trilogy,
In Ace Attorney,
as it were, and
players
now you're
serve
playing
as
through the
lawyers who are
following
falsely
trilogy.
accused. Battle for justice in the courtroom and uncover the truth. Now, the 4th, 5th, and 6th mainline Ace Attorney games are being brought together to share the story of Apollo Justice and his allies in the dark age of the law. On Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox One,
Nice.
Windows, and Steam. The colorful characters and courtroom drama of each game have been relitigated in beautiful full HD. Available in 7 languages: Japanese, English, French, German, Korean,
That's
and
funny.
traditional and simplified Chinese. We've also added voice recordings for the new languages. We're sure there's no objection to everything included in this collection. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy is currently in development for release in early 2024.
Nice,
Please look
nice.
forward to more information about this collection in the future.
And that's it.
Next, we have some Capcom news to share. This month marks Capcom's 40th anniversary.
I hear.
As part of the celebration, we've opened a digital theme park. called
Yeah,
Capcom
okay. Well, I hear Monster Hunter, but it's just generally just Capcom.
Take a stroll through the museum to view original artwork and other materials from various titles on display.
That's cool, actually.
You can even play a few of Capcom's beloved classics
Few of them.
for free.
That's cool.
Head on over to the castle to cast your vote in the Capcom elections. Participants will receive a special reward, so don't miss out. We
Okay.
can't wait for everyone to enjoy these attractions.
It's cute. Capwood. I just saw
Along with
that
many
shit.
other fun experiences we've prepared at
Capcom Town.
A Capcom ID account is required to play Resident Evil RE-Verse. Our new upcoming title, Exo
Oh,
Primal,
I was gonna say, like, what is this?
the online features of Street Fighter 6. You can also use this account with other Capcom services and campaigns, such as a survey about today's Capcom Showcase. We'll release more titles and services compatible with Capcom ID soon.
Yeah, that's actually pretty
Now,
important.
Capcom ID.
Mainly the idea of cross progression, crossplay.
Now for the latest on Exo Primal ahead of next month's launch.
Hello everyone, I'm Takudo Hidaoka, the director of Exo Primal. I'm excited to share the latest Exo Primal news with you all. But first, let's check out this video.
World premiere. Is it though?
Hello? Thought I heard activity on this frequency. Hello? My name is Garrett Siles.
Basically, the IB's godfather. He was responsible for the entire Exosuit project.
You know, Anchor Division, I assume?
Exosuits were developed right here.
I need exosuits. It's our only shot. We need access to the past. All my R&D is just waiting to be picked up back in 2040. Intact and
Bro, what?
The access codes to override Leviathan. You can shut it down. The whole thing.
It's so crazy to have this type of narrative, but yeah, we're fighting dinosaurs.
Heisel is a side effect of time travel? Did they just juice it out of dead dinosaurs?
At least we know why dinosaurs bleed blood. Lozol. Unrefined Lozol in the blood.
A Neosaur. I mean, look at this. It's a walking glob of stuff.
It's kind of gross. Bro, there's something Monster Hunter like for this.
I promise you this.
For that specifically, though.
Find a way out of here. All Anchor project files have serial numbers. Look for anything starting with 181. That's the project code for Leviathan's core.
Okay, Doc.
Oh, gentlemen, I didn't get your names.
Golos, the Hammerheads.
Well done. You fought desperately and survived. The
Yeah, I
perfect
forgot about
exosuit
this.
development
Some
project
dude who's just kind of guiding you through this, but it's also kind of
summoning Neo
creepy
T-Rex
looking.
swarm.
This is all helping to make a better exosuit.
Good hunting, Ace.
Put the suit within the suit. But yeah, looks fun. I don't know if I'm that invested, but it's also on Game Pass, so it's just it's one of those things where yeah, you can try it out with friends. Coming out next month. We'll have an opportunity to play it before we head over to Comic-Con at the very least. Actually, wait, when is the 14th? What day is that specifically? Oh, that's the Friday prior. Oh, okay. Oh god, survival pass. Well, alrighty.
What did you think? That was a lot of new info. Before we dive in, I'd like to give a huge thanks to all the players who participated in the open beta.
There was an
test
open beta.
back in March. We were extremely pleased to have so many participants. Plus, you gave us a lot of invaluable feedback. We can't thank you enough. While only portions of the Dino Survival content were made available for the open beta test, today we'll be introducing more content included in the full game. Let's take a look at what you can expect when Exoprimal launches on July 14th. Let's start with the story. Ace, the game's protagonist, is transported to the year 2040 and forced to participate in a never-ending series of war games. The story unfolds as you play through Dino Survival, the game's main mode. Gathering intel to update the analysis map unravels the mysteries surrounding parallel worlds and the AI entity known as Leviathan. At times, players will also engage in special boss battles as part of the main story.
Certainly looked like one.
Dino Survival mode will also change as the story progresses. You'll unlock new missions with a variety of objectives, including 10-player co-op, a multitude of dinosaurs to fight,
10-player co-op.
The game will also feature an assortment of unlockables and challenges.
Ooh. Sorry,
Modules
it's getting around that
can be
time.
used to enhance exosuits and modify active skills. These modules can be obtained by fulfilling certain conditions while you play the game. You can also personalize your appearance with a variety of cosmetics,
It's
such
actually
as
kind of sick.
exosuit skins, weapon skins, decals, and emotes. The game
Bro,
also features
the
a special
emotes.
5-player mission that changes weekly. Compete with squads from around the world for the fastest completion times, or by earning awards through achievements, like most damage block with a tank suit in battle. There are many ways to enjoy the game, even after completing the main story. We took your feedback into consideration as well. In the full version of Exoprimal, we plan to implement a mode where victory is determined by completing missions as quickly as possible, instead of direct combat with other players. We hope you look forward to that.
Alright.
Now, let's go over all the new info we just saw in the video. Who was that new face at the beginning? Meet Dr. Signs, the developer of the exosuits, and the head of Anchor Division, IBS's elite research group based on Bikitoa Island.
This is certainly an interesting setting.
The Stratovator, a space elevator that extends from the Anchor Division research facility into orbit, will also be a playable map.
Bro.
Incredible battles will unfold while exofighters and dinosaurs clash atop this massive space elevator. Players will even encounter dangerous mutations of dinosaurs, known as neosaurs, the most deadly among them being the Neo T-Rex.
Of course.
You'll need to work together with your team to stand a chance at taking them down. Oh no, is that a swarm of Neo T-Rexes? What are Leviathan's true intentions?
Just gotta keep things,
What's the deal with this new exosuit?
That's also a question I
It
had.
may look similar to Deadeye. This exosuit is a variant called Deadeye Alpha Burst Fighter. Unlike the default Deadeye, this variant comes equipped with a weapon that can burst fire or be used as a shotgun, allowing exofighters to change their style of play.
Okay.
Exosuit variants, including Deadeye Alpha, will be added in a title update following the full version's release. At the end of the video,
I was kind of intrigued by that.
Savage Gauntlet, a mode that lets you take on special 5-player missions that change weekly. In this mode, players can enjoy a change of pace from Dino Survival by competing against exofighters from all over the world for the fastest completion time. More info about exosuit variants and Savage Gauntlet will be revealed at the Xbox.
Okay, I see what you're
Be
doing.
sure to tune in.
They're really extending these things out.
And last but not least, we're excited to announce that we'll be holding a second open beta test. This time, we're including additional story-related missions. 10-player co-op missions, and other adjustments based on everyone's feedback. Check out the official website for dates and times.
Alright.
We hope you're all excited to try out this new content. Players will also receive a new reward for participating. Don't miss out. We'll continue to make adjustments to Exoprimal, leading up to the game's launch on July 14th. Thank you again for all the feedback. We look forward to seeing you in the second open beta test. That's all we have for you today. See you in the War Games. It's going to be a ton of fun.
I'm not gonna lie, that felt like that went on for a bit longer than I would have hoped.
We'll be showing off today.
Last title, Dragon's Dogma 2. Okay. I feel like Dragon's Dogma is up to is a bit more my speed.
Hi everyone, my name is Hideaki Itsuno, and I'm the director
I do
of
need to
Dragon's
play through
Dogma 2.
Dogma 1.
It's been over a year since we celebrated 10 years of Dragon's Dogma, and I can finally give you some more information about the new game. First, let's take a look at the trailer we revealed the other day.
You know, we don't have to revisit it. I mean, you don't. I'm seeing the pattern for this Capcom Showcase. So wait, wasn't Dragon's Dogma... This was initially shown off in the PlayStation Showcase, correct? And it's been a hot minute since then. And they definitely showed some cool stuff there, but I was wondering if you could show us something more. Instead of, taking up a little bit of time in there. I think that's what we want to say about Exoprimal. It felt like it was pandering a little bit. It was kind of spacing itself. It's kind of doing the same thing here. Bro, the co-op bit. Oh no. I look at those last two and I'm like, no. No. Alright. I see the platforms.
What did you think? The action RPG game
I think I've already seen that.
Released in 2012. Now, a decade later, I'm proud to share a look at the highly anticipated sequel, Dragon's Dogma 2. Today I want to talk about two characteristics that Dragon's Dogma 2 will inherit from its predecessor. First, Dragon's Dogma 2 will be a single-player game, but with pawns at your side, it will feel like co-op.
Oh.
And second,
well, that's kind of understandable.
Action role-playing mechanics set in an open-world environment. In the Dragon's Dogma series, you embark on your adventures with pawns, otherworldly beings controlled by AI. Alongside the player-controlled Arisen, you can embark on your journey with a main pawn that can be customized to your liking.
Okay, cool.
As well as up to 2 additional support pawns you can borrow from other players.
Interesting.
To form a party of up to 4 characters. Pawns are controlled by the AI, and are now capable of even more precise decisions than in the previous title, helping you in the midst of battle. They can also help guide you to new locations, or give you a high five following a successful battle.
So it's not gonna be another person, it's just gonna be the AI.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is built with the RE engine, resulting in a dense world woven with high graphical fidelity. You'll enjoy a world roughly 4 times the size of the original Dragon's Dogma, with more to experience.
I don't know.
than
I don't
ever
have the frame
before.
reference, but that sounds
Characters
pretty
and
huge.
monsters that populate the world are given life thanks to the power of AI, and players will feel like they've been reborn in this vibrant fantasy world. You can look forward to a variety of vocations to choose from. Your vocation will shape your Arisen's role throughout the adventure. Will you take on enemies with swords, magic?
I would like
All up to
swords and
you.
blades, but
We'll
magic's
have
for
much
me.
more to share in the future.
So if
But
you
for
can all
now,
you can just buff me up.
I want to
The
go
pawns
over a few
buff me, and
sections
I'll
from
just
the
like
trailer
I'll
that show
I'll
what
nuke
we've
them.
improved for Dragon's Dogma 2.
I'll actually be Mega Man.
This game is designed to enable players to take on situations in their own way.
Actually, I'm
In
curious
addition
if
to
there's
AI,
like some
advanced technology like immersive physics
ginormous
brings pawns,
humongo
monsters, and NPCs to life.
magic attack.
What would happen if you destroyed that bridge, or if you pulled that monster's leg? What other exciting possibilities can you think of? Meet two characters pivotal to the story that also appear in the game's key art.
I did see that.
Eureka, a bow wielder with a deep connection to the Arisen, and Nadinia, a high priestess of the Beast Ring, which appear in the series for the first time. What destiny awaits? How will they affect your fate? The intricate relationships and situations you will encounter in the game are sure to keep you on your toes. During your adventure, you will come across familiar monsters from the previous game, as well as new monsters such as Medusa.
No, I don't need to see
New
Medusa.
player vocations and many new experiences unique to Dragon's Dogma 2. Please stay tuned for more information. Thank you so much for tuning in.
I'm okay with that. Just a little bit of gameplay. It gave us a little bit of context with that kind of stuff. That was pretty solid. Like, if we're just gonna review that by
Dragon's
itself.
Dogma 2 will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Steam. And now, a quick look at the Capcom 40th Anniversary Sale.
This is nice though.
Kicking things off, we have well-known titles such as Dragon's Dogma and the Ace Attorney series. Don't miss this opportunity to pick up a few of Capcom's most influential hits at some great prices. To celebrate, we're also offering a limited-time bundle of some of Capcom's major titles on Steam.
Nice, nice. I think I actually previously
That
picked up
wraps
a couple of
today's
them
Capcom
in
Showcase.
an earlier sale.
Thank you for watching. We're always working on new games and updates, and we hope you're as excited as we are for Capcom's 40th anniversary. Thanks for watching.
Yeah,
See you
alrighty.
next time.
Ooh. That was rough. Guys, that was really rough. Whoa. I wouldn't say that's a waste of time, Ibrahim. But I would say that they could have done some other stuff, to be honest. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm... Well, I guess, like, where should I start, actually? I guess, honestly, let me just mute this real quick and actually, like, just scan through it. Just as, like, as a quick review on things. That's actually pretty dope, but that's the pre-show. Right, it was all the way over here. So first of all, it was only 30 minutes, as it was previously shown off before. They talked about, or rather, I think one of the issues that they had was that they revisited things that were announced, but didn't do anything else with that information. They probably like dabbled in a little bit of additional like lines or narrative or contextual stuff, but that was it. Like for example, like Path of God is here. We see the same trailer again, and then the only thing you get like after that is just a little quick excerpt about like that doesn't even fully detail exactly what you're doing exactly, or you know what the lore is here. So it's just kind of like it's a way of showcasing it as like one of their new like IPs. If you just didn't see like the Xbox showcase for it, which I don't think is a good excuse for that. I don't know. Maybe I wish that they showed a little bit more. I don't know what I would have wanted though exactly. Maybe just more additional information, just generally speaking about this one. I will say, this was actually a plus over here, and that was just Mega Man X Dive as an offline bit here. So if you guys don't know, X Dive has been out for quite a while as kind of like a live service type of game, pretty much playing homage to playing Mega Man X specifically, which is, I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorite of the Mega Man series, but it definitely takes that approach of like OG Mega Man and like just kind of like tweaks it a little bit as far as the mechanics, and that's what I really did like about it. But what X Dive had to offer was the fact that it was something that was free to play. It was something that was like live service. It had a bunch of different like collaborations and interesting like upgrades here and there. As you see like Battle Network Mega Man, you see different like costumes for Mega Man X, and you get to play as other different characters in a like a Mega Man X like type of format as far as the gameplay and everything. So I really appreciated it for what that was, especially since it was free to play. But the problem was is that just this past week and even last week they announced that servers for like I guess the global version for X Dive was shutting down, and that didn't say anything about like the general or the mobile version of it, because those are two separate things. But just the end of service of like a mobile game is always like really sad because it's just an inevitability. And that's the same thing with other live service games, not just mobile. But one of the big ones that I can like could probably give you an example of is probably Dragalia Lost. That was the one with Cygames with Nintendo, where they made a brand new like franchise. But as of last year, if not early this year, end of service. Actually, it was last year. It was last year, bro. And that was really sad because it was pretty ambitious for its time. I mean, Fire Emblem Heroes is another example of a live service game that also is still ongoing now, but could also meet end of service at some point in the future. So all that hard work you've like accrued, like playing any of these games, especially if you put some money into it, will eventually end. And there's no real way to like preserve that kind of stuff. But in situations like this, when there's actually an announcement of like an offline version, you can, for the foreseeable future, play that kind of stuff for a little bit longer, especially if you started off pretty late. Like if you just heard about X Dive now, you can actually play it now and not worry about it ending its entire service. Now, how they approach the offline aspect is a whole other thing, but you know, all in all, just in quick summary about that, it's just a really good thing as far as like preserving like that type of game, so you can just play it whenever you want to. Now about the spotlight here, I'm gonna tell you, it was not needed at all. As far as Street Fighter stuff, you could have like easily like had that, like honestly, like Capcom and Street Fighter 6 is just it's so big that you can really announce it like separately on its own like respective channel. You didn't need to like squeeze it in here, especially since the first aspect of it was just kind of like an advertisement of the game that was already launching. Like no one knew like this game was out. Hey guys, like this past like week or so, like Street Fighter came out. Like check it out, it's available now. We got like the DLC stuff, and now we also have like the tournament stuff. It's like you could have just announced that somewhere else and not try to pander and like take up this potential slot that could have been for something else, you know. But in addition to that, it wasn't just Street Fighter that took up the space. It was also Resident Evil like 4 remake VR that also just got like squeezed in here. And that's another title that like we know about that. And honestly, like if it's available not yet or like later, you could just tell us like in a separate video. Don't think it really was needed like in the Capcom show. Granted, it is associated by it, but didn't really feel quite right just to kind of like throw that in there. You know what I mean? Ghost Trick was it's the next thing that got shown up. Well, actually, it wasn't. Here's what the Pragma like. I think there's a lot of promise to Pragma for what little things we saw, but the problem is that's all we got to see. It's unfortunate that we have a delay yet again for this game that they announced a while back. It was so interesting when we saw like just a glimpse of it. We wanted to see more of it, but that's all we really got to see. So unfortunately, this very unlikely duo will remain just a mystery to us going forward. because some developments are just like, it's kind of like, if you will, it's kind of like a Metroid Prime 4 situation where, like, you know, there's a lot of unfortunate stuff that happens, and granted, it's maybe not another whole, you know, development and just adopting something else, but, you know, this is all we got to see that's new. And I'm really curious about it, but that's all we can really get to see. And that's pretty much it. So it's one of those things where, you know, we don't know anything else about it, and that's just the truth that we have to take. And then Ghost Trick. I appreciate the spotlight for a Ghost Trick, although I think it did span off longer than needed. But it is a really interesting game, and like for the time on the DS, it was actually like pretty highly regarded. But you know, it was just one platform for it, so it's nice that like a game like that can like be readily available for like the current console in mind, so you can actually see the idea in the development, or I guess like the game design in mind. I didn't get a chance to play this one, so it's very nice to be able to play it. It's the same situation as like X Dive, or it should be showing up later on too, but the Ace Attorney series. There was, I think, yeah, Apollo Justice was a DS game. Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice was, they were 3DS games. And, you know, we recently just had like those like 3DS games locked away as far as the eShop. Those are closed. You can't even buy these games specifically unless you go, I think, mobile. They might be available mobile, but that's it. But now we got a whole HD version, dubbed the Apollo Justice Trilogy. So there you go. And again, it's a preservation thing. It's good. That's very good. And then they showed a little bit about like their 40th anniversary. They got a whole like Capcom website. That was okay. I won't knock it as far as like it being in the presentation. Exoprimal, I will say that it's cool to see the additional trailer. I don't think we got to see anything more from this, so there's that. But I just feel like it pandered just a little bit too long, you know. But essentially the second open beta test is quite nice. And I believe that's next. Yeah, that's next year. Oh, sorry, no, that's like somewhere like around this month, and then the release date's the next month in July. And what else do we have here? Dragon's Dogma 2 was the one that kind of wrapped up everything, and I feel like we didn't really get to see a lot. It was a mix of like giving some contextual stuff, which I can appreciate, but it was playing the same trailer again, so I was kind of iffy about that one, for sure. I think, yeah, I think that was it. They also have some after stuff here, which I think kind of helps go hand in hand, although I think it's a lot of Ghost Trick over here. Yeah, specifically Ghost Trick. But yeah, otherwise, not bad. Yeah, it was not bad showcase. Not too bad. It was okay. It was just okay. Unfortunately, that's those two really legitimately like X-Dive Offline and Apollo Justice Trilogy. That's kind of all the new things we got. So, it is what it is. But yeah, that's all we got as far as like new stuff. Yeah, guys, I guess that's pretty much it. So I appreciate everyone for tuning in for that. And yeah, that was Capcom Showcase. There's definitely more to come as far as like other stuff, but I think Capcom's pretty much done here.